everyone. My name is Stuart Mejia. In my team, Ratchet and Clank, I have been working on this robot, the logi mover, and this is what it should look like, or what it looks like. Um, Basically, this box up here represents where the motor and the gearbox is installed, and when that gets turned on, depending on the direction, it'll actuate these arms to do a specific task. This represents a wall where a truck would back up into it and basically park there, waiting for the packages to be uh, put into the truck. This floor right here is just a representation, just to show elevations. This cube here represents a distance sensor. And how the process works is that the previous robot Sortax will drop a package in this area. That will be detected by the distance sensor here, which will then actuate the motor and the gears in a forward direction, moving these arms outward and pushing the package into the truck. Once the arm hits a certain distance, detected by the same ultra sensor, it will start to retract the arms, and the motor will be in a reverse direction. At that point, the arms will go back to the original position, ready for the next package. Let me show you how the circuitry works. So we have here, to start off, our breadboard and our Arduino, representing the 9-volt battery, the motor, the gear motor, and we have here the ultrasonic HC SR04 distance sensor. We have here the L293D, which is the chip that helps us power the motor with this 9-volt battery. As you can see, I made these common connections here, a common negative and then common positive. And then I just try to make as clean as possible the connections that we could. Here is our coding, the code that I wrote for all this to process. So let's get started. And basically, there's no package. So this kind of represents where the arms are at. Once the package gets detected, it actuates the sensor, moves the motor in a forward direction. Once it hits a certain distance of 75 inches, just to represent a distance, it'll return it. And once it hits to its original position, it'll turn off the motor. And same thing when the next package comes by, it'll turn on the motor again, forward direction, representation of 75 inches, return, and then once it hits its original position, it'll turn off the motor. And that's how the process is for the logi mover.